little crystal, the little germ that got the whole thing started was, believe it or not, something that I had written and recorded back in '99 maybe. I think Eric and I were working on Engines of Creation, and I was doing a lot of recording on a K2000 keyboard, and I'd record these little bits and then dump them to cassette or DAT or something like that. And it was just a short little melody thing, and I just thought it was kind of interesting how you could get a really singable melody to work off of a very unsingable bass line. But it was orchestral, so it was something that just, you know, bounced through every record, and I'd listen to it and go, no, not this record, next record, next record. So that day when I picked up the 7-string and I started playing, I thought, oh, you know what could go on top of this is that funny little orchestral bit, the melody from 1999. So I found it, I laid it on there, it fit, and I did that whole performance.
When I finally heard the finished version, it had the voiceover, and it kind of turned into this sci-fi horror thing. The kind of like, you know, it's a panic, we're under attack, and you know, there's all sorts of weird things going on with that. It's just so heavy.
I am always astounded at how Joe is able to use such classic guitar elements, but then the music to me sounds like it's just coming out on the latest video game right now, or the latest, you know, the PlayStation 10 or whatever they're up to now. It never loses that relevance for me, because it always talks about what's going on in the world right now, and this is the song where it all kind of hits home.
And this was one of those tracks where Eric and I had to go back and forth. The idea was, how can we turn this into a song but not force it to have 2 verses, a bridge and a chorus and a solo and another bridge, or, you know, usual song formula. We really wanted to create its own, allow it to be its own form. And this kind of goes back to my idea that I wanted the album to create a new kind of a form and standard for an instrumental rock guitar album. I didn't want it to follow the patterns or parameters that I had set up for all my other albums. I wanted it to have a fresh, new start. It was new canvas, a new way of people saying, this is what an instrumental guitar album is supposed to sound like. These are the kinds of songs that should be on here. These are the kinds of performances that make the whole thing work. As a memorable album of real music, not just a collection of people showing off, you know, or playing background music or something like that, you know.